My name is Paxton Rodwick, and ever since I was a little kid, the human body and the limits that we can push it to have absolutely fascinated me. Just the fact that we as people are breaking world records every single year, and the recognition of the fact that we have not found what the peak of what the human body can do truly is. I've spent the majority of my life surrounded by sports and performance, from doing club sports as a little kid to competing in high school and then being an independent athlete as I was in college. And over the last 16 years, I've dived headfirst into learning about what it takes to improve the level that I can compete at and how to deal with the ups and downs that are guaranteed to show up along the way. As time went on, and as I talked to more and more athletes at different levels of different disciplines, and wanting to learn about what it took to become the best of the best, there was a common thread that showed up, no matter the discipline, no matter the athlete. Bodybuilders, wrestlers, powerlifters, swimmers, runners, gymnasts, even just those who wanted to improve their overall quality of life, showed in one way or another a fear and a hatred of being a beginner. Nobody wants to be the new guy. Nobody wants to be the smallest, the weakest, the slowest. Nobody wants to seem clearly clueless in a sea of people that seem to have it all together. And I hate to be the one to break it to you, but those guys and ladies that are living your dream had to go through the steps that you're going through right now. I'll admit it, I haven't felt like the new guy in quite a while. And that's because I've been sticking to what I know, never branching out, never trying anything new, giving myself the opportunity to learn, to grow, and as weird as it seems, to fail. But that's all about to change in a really big way. The first step of that process is, well, this. The people close to me know that I can talk about training, recovery, diets, the newest niche study that was just done about the best way to train for hours on end until the point that they're begging me to just be quiet and talk about something different. But when you put me on camera, I really feel like a fish out of water. I get clammy, I don't know what I'm saying, and I stutter over my words over and over again. And trust me, I'm not vain enough to think that I'm going to give you the best advice you've ever heard and I'm going to change your life more than anybody else you've ever seen on YouTube ever could. But what I really hope is that I can put the mental side, the physical drain, and the overall process of becoming better and becoming the person that both you and I know that you can be into a new perspective. The second step in this big change is looking at the fact that most of my life I've been an endurance athlete. And about 99.9% of my athletic career has been completely centered around running. So I sat down and asked myself, what's the polar opposite of running miles and miles and miles on end? Well, what about lifting the most amount of weight as possible for just a single rep? And with that comparison in mind, I've decided to start training and eventually compete in a powerlifting meet. And with this channel, I'm going to document and record the entire process, the ups and the downs, the wins and the losses, and what it looks like to make progress as somebody that has never really dived into this world before. Because if a guy like me, whose only goal is to help people as much as humanly possible, can make something good happen out of this, can make something that even I couldn't imagine happen out of this, then who's to say that you couldn't do even better? I will pat myself on the back here for a second and say that after spending 4 years studying exercise physiology in college and spending essentially my entire life surrounded by high-level competitors, I understand fully what I need to do in order to make the progress that I'm looking for. But on the other side of that coin, I also understand how to shoot a three-pointer with 100% accuracy. The question becomes, can I put this understanding and this knowledge into practice to make those results actually show up? With all of that being said, let's dive into where I'm at right now. At the current moment, my body weight is 152 pounds. My max bench press is 155 pounds. My max squat is 215 pounds. And my max deadlift is 280 pounds. So, with all of that being laid out, I hope that you'll join me as I become a beginner again. And more than that, I hope that I can encourage and maybe even inspire you to take the leap of faith and embrace the first steps of becoming a master of anything in your life, not just your health or fitness.